This time on Bulletproof Tactical, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Ruger LCP chambered in .380. I know a lot of viewers have been requesting more concealed carry videos, so I left a comment asking what firearms you guys wanted me to review. A lot of comments said the Ruger LCP chambered in .380, so I got my hands on one. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the details, so continue watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with today's review. The Ruger LCP chambered in .380. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what's inside of the box when you purchase a firearm. We're going to get the firearm in this pocket holster. Let's safety check the firearm before we get started. Nothing in the mag, nothing in the chamber. Okay, we're only going to get one magazine included. We're going to get one mag plate and one pinky extended mag plate, just in case for preferences. There's people that like to have the regular plate for concealability. We're going to get our booklets and some stickers. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We're going to focus on the firearm. The first thing I noticed when I got this firearm is the width. You guys can see the width of the firearm is really, really slim. Here's my thumb for reference. It comes to less than an inch. So really, really low profile firearm. You guys can see obviously the sights were sacrificed. You know, they're fixed into place. No fiber optic, no fancy sights. Probably hard to see at night, but then again, you got to make sacrifices when you're talking about concealability. So let's go ahead and take a look at the mag capacity. We are going to get a 6-round mag capacity, single stack, obviously .380. So it comes to a total of 7 rounds if you carry one in the chamber. So as far as capacity goes, 7 rounds of .380 is not bad for the size of this little firearm, to be completely honest with you. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the grip texture. Really nice, sticky grip. But then again, I only get a 2-finger grip, and that's including the pinky extended magazine plate. My pinky is pretty much hanging off. So if you're someone with a larger hand, this is definitely something you're gonna want to consider. But nevertheless, I like how you have this finger rest groove here where you can rest your thumb to not accidentally hit the magazine release. As far as the slide release lever, that's something I did notice. They did a lot of sacrifices there. Really, really small. Kind of hard to grab, you know, but then again, it has a nice texture to it, so that's good. Also, we do have a 2.75-inch barrel. You guys can see it. Really thin barrel. That's obviously good for weight savings. And you guys might be asking yourselves, how much does this firearm weigh? It does weigh a total of 9.4 ounces. So that's a really lightweight firearm, and the total length of the firearm is 5.16 inches. So you guys can see, really, really tiny pocket pistol. Let's go ahead and talk about the price. You guys are always asking Bulletproof Tactical, how much does one of these sell for right now? In the new market, you're likely to pay anywhere within $269, $259, all the way up to $319 plus taxes. So that's obviously depending on your location. So do have that in mind. As far as the trigger goes, it is kind of a heavy trigger. I'll just say that. We'll go ahead and do a trigger pull right now. It is kind of a heavy trigger. We're going to go ahead and take this firearm down to the range. We're obviously going to do the trigger pull first. So continue watching. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do an average of 3 trigger pulls. Let's go ahead and get started with the first trigger pull. That's a total of 4 pounds, 7.6 ounces. 3 pounds, 11.5 ounces. and 4 pounds, 8.5 ounces. So you guys can see we get an average trigger pull of 4 pounds, 3.8 ounces. So pretty consistent. Not the best trigger, but then again, it is to expect with these little firearms that don't have a manual safety. Pretty much their safety is a heavy trigger. So now let's go ahead and take it down to the range. Continue watching. All right, so what was my experience like down at the range? Let me go ahead and address everything as far as how comfortable the firearm felt in the hand, as far as recoil accuracy, how easy were the sights to use, how did I feel the trigger, reliability. Let's go ahead and start with the reliability. I was using nothing but steel case ammunition, which is obviously not the most reliable ammo to shoot. 0 failures. The gun ran flawlessly out of the box. With the lube that comes from factory, so I haven't cleaned it, haven't lubed it. Straight out of the box, it ran like a champ. Let me go ahead and tell you guys, as far as the sights go, they look like they're pretty useless, but actually they're not that bad. So you're really not making big sacrifices there. The trigger, obviously it's a heavy trigger, but it feels really good shooting the firearm. As far as recoil goes, coming from a 2.75 inch barrel, it really doesn't feel snappy. It's a really lightweight firearm. You would imagine it's snappy, but with the amount of weight you can put onto this little gun, it really doesn't snap on you. So I really do think it's a good concealed carry option. Once again, 6+1. If you're carrying it with one in the chamber, the capacity is not bad at all. The price, I mean, $259 if you can get it, plus taxes, is really a good budget pistol in my opinion, a good starting point for someone that just wants to feel a little safer out there. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys like this review? What other firearms would you guys like me to review? And don't forget to subscribe to Bulletproof Tactical, like the video, leave a comment. I'll reply as soon as possible. And thank you for watching.